Mono County, California is the destination each year for anglers from across the U.S. With hundreds of trout-stocked lakes and rivers, it really is a trout fisherman's nirvana. In this episode, Pautzke TV visits Mono County's Little Virginia Lake to test the effectiveness of Pautzke's firebait off the shores of this gorgeous high mountain lake.
So on this trip, we've hit many different lakes up here in these Sierras, and it was as easy as sitting down, putting the bait on your hook, throwing it out. Didn't matter what kind of color combination or garlic formula you had. We used everything in our lineup, and boy, I think we did like a 20-second test. I think we caught a fish in between 8 seconds from it hitting the water up to 28 seconds, something like that. It was quite unbelievable.
Get him. There he is.
Good guy. Victim.
Another victim of firebait.
There he goes. Perfect release.
The California Department of Fish and Game does a fabulous job keeping hundreds of fisheries all the way up and down 395 in the Eastern Sierra stocked, but they do a really great job at Little Virginia Lake. You know, the fish don't necessarily need to be huge. You got to remember, these are put and take fisheries. They're stocked almost weekly throughout the season, which goes from the last Saturday in April through the middle of November. And they bring these fish in weekly because they are heavily fished. And these fish they're meant to be taken and cooked and put on a skillet and put by the campfire.
Oh, yes, sir.
That took too long. I need to change my bait next time.
Which one did you use?
Peach garlic firebait. You know, one of the things we really like about fishing the Eastern Sierra in places like Little Virginia and Big Virginia and many of the other lakes in Mono County is that you can literally drive right up to the lakes and you can walk, you know, a good 5-10 feet and be fishing and catching trout. You know, there's a lot less energy used sometimes when you just walk up to the bank, and you can have a blast catching a ton of fish.
Might be the biggest one. Nice.
There you go.
One of the things that amazes me most about the Eastern Sierra is places like Little Virginia. You know, they can get beat on so hard by anglers, yet they continue to produce day after day after day. And, you know, one of the things is you go to a place like Little Virginia and they're pretty sterile lakes. You know, the water is crystal clear. You could literally read a newspaper on the bottom in many areas. But if you have the right bait and it smells right, you can definitely go out there and catch a limit of fish pretty easily.
That was not out there 5 seconds. Shame.
Fire bait. You know what? For years, people tell us there's only one dough bait that works. I hate to break it to you, but things have changed.
What's that, Steve? Another peach garlic?
Peach garlic.
One net?
No, I'm good.
Large?
Yeah. Oh, he's in the mouth? Yeah, he's right now.
It's right in the corner.
Later, bud.
You know what? Not everybody needs to go out there and spend a couple $100s on a guide. This is proof right now that you can go to your local lake. You can go out there, stand on the bank for a couple hours in the evening and catch a ton of trout and have a blast. As you can see here, we're using Pautzke firebait today and we're catching trout on almost every single cast. And let me tell you something, we're having a blast doing it. Let's go get another one.
So one of our newest products to hit the market here in the last year and a half, 2 years is our fire bait, which is a floating dough bait. We've got roughly 14 different color combinations, including multicolored rainbows. And some of our newest stimulant attractants would be garlic. And one of the newest and most innovative things that we've done with this, and separates us from our competitors, is that we're using our balls of fire formula and using the juices strained from that and incorporating it into our dough bait. So our fire bait formula, this dough bait in general, has got to be the easiest bait to use out there for trout fishing. There's no spoilage issues. You don't have to keep it refrigerated. It's very easy to use. You just take a ball out and roll it in your fingers, slide it up on the hook and pinch it around a little bit, and you're casting it out, sinking it straight to the bottom, letting it float up 20 to 36 inches. It's pretty foolproof and it catches fish. Seconds. 15. 20. 30. 40. Hey! 40 in a hookup.
These lakes do a lot more for the people than just fishing. If it wasn't for these lakes and the stocking program that's here, many of these local communities in the Eastern Sierra wouldn't be able to survive. You know, you do have people driving through the Eastern Sierra to get to Los Angeles or to go up to Reno, but I would say a great deal of the traffic that does come here is here specifically for fishing and backpacking. And lakes like Little Virginia are very popular and very vital to the entire economy here in the state of California.
There he goes.
is the peach garlic firebait, and the reason why we're using this is the peach color is very popular, and even more important, it is loaded with real garlic. Basically, you put some garlic powder in there. We're going to take a little bit of it. Doesn't really, you don't need to put a ton of it on there, and we're just going to basically engulf the treble hook so the treble hook is completely covered. And I don't think this is going to take that long. We're going to make a cast.
Go at the same time.
See how long? We're trying for a little double hook up here.
Look over here, baby.
Shouldn't take that long.
Come on, baby.
I'm getting shown up.
Take it.
Fish on behind me.
Right there. How long did that take? 10 seconds? That boy. Get on home, tell all your boys about firebait and the Pautzke boys.